everybody, I'm putting together another video from my desk because actually the weather is not, it's nice and sunny, but it's kind of cold today. I gotta go out and feed my chicken, but I'm coming right back in the house. I was actually planning on going out, maybe doing some work in the greenhouse with some winter sowing, but it's not happening. I mean, it's not warm enough, and the sun is probably going to start moving out of the path of the greenhouse soon. So anyway, I wanted to let you know that well, I want to let DevaJones know that I got her package. She just did a video actually. I think she put it out yesterday. And I actually meant to do a shout out with her yesterday, but I forgot. So, but this is perfect because now, you know, after I did the video that I put out yesterday, I got the package, and now I can actually do a proper shout out. So anyway, so she sent me some seeds, and because I sent her some seeds, so she was reciprocating, and you know, I just want to show you what she sent me. So she sent me these strike green bean seeds. I need to look this up to see if it's pole or bush bean. I think it's probably bush though, but I don't know. Who can say? Who can say for sure? And she also sent me fushimi pepper seeds, which she grew last summer, and they almost look kind of like cayenne pepper, but I don't know what the flavor's like. So anyway, I'm intrigued about them, and I definitely want to try them out. So I'm happy to see that she sent me those. And she sent pink ox heart, which I don't know if I've ever actually thought about pink ox heart, but I know I wanted to grow ox heart. I actually was planning on buying some ox heart tomato seeds, so this is good. And then there's extra dwarf bok choy, which I probably will do winter sowing with that because that's probably a good candidate for that procedure. There's pepper grass, which is a type of like salad green. It's got a peppery kind of essentially, I think summer cress or garden cress. I think that's what it is. And there's Japanese red mustard greens, which I used to grow this for many years. Actually, I had like some seed that I grew one year. This is a while ago. And every year after that, because you plant them in the spring and they bolt very quickly with the heat, so of course seeds go everywhere if you let them. And you know, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I like to let the seeds you know, mature and everything, so the birds can eat them, and then it brings the birds in and all that good stuff. So you know, of course when the birds eat, they're not very tidy, so seeds go everywhere. And every year I would just keep getting volunteers everywhere, and they actually grow better that way than if you planted the seeds, because for some reason, I guess they have more time to grow in the winter and the spring, and they, you know, the leaves are bigger, they're fatter, they're juicier, they're sweeter perhaps. And you know, I'd like to make like a nice little broth with some Chinese dumplings. You know, you make the broth like chicken broth, let's say, and then you put you know, a little scallion in there, a little garlic. You know, you drizzle a little bit of sesame seed oil, and then, you know, you put all that stuff in a bowl, and then you have the chopped up red mustard greens. You just put them in the bowl like that, and then as you know, the soup is cooling so that you can eat it. It's also kind of cooking the greens, but it's not cooking it too much so that the greens end up wilted, but they're not so soft and not mushy. They're crisp They're juicy, crunchy, just really nice. And sometimes, you know, they're a little bit bitter, but that goes well with the dumplings. And oh my goodness, my mouth is watering. My mouth is watering thinking about that. I haven't had that soup in a long time, so I cannot wait. I'm very much looking forward to growing those again. And then there's these little celery seeds. It's supposed to be some seeds that she collected herself because it's a lot anyway. So yeah, I wanted to grow celery because I was actually having a little back and forth with Simply Garden. I made a comment about something or other that he did on his channel, and then he was mentioning, I guess he was talking about what he's growing this year, and I mentioned something about celery. He said he was going to grow more celery, and I said something about the celery. I can't remember what I said, but you know, he retorted that you know, he learned that, you know, celery is a great thing, you know, to drink the juice and to eat the celery, you know, it's very cleansing to the liver and all that good stuff. So, you know, I was talking to him a little bit, you know, we went back and forth, maybe twice. Anyway, so yeah, I've read about that. I've seen people making videos about drinking, like you juice a whole celery stalk or whatever, and a whole head of celery, I should say, and then you drink that in the morning, first thing, and it's supposed to be very cleansing. Do that for like 21 days or whatever. So anyway, I would like to do that myself, and I would like to grow some celery for that. So, so anyway, and I also wanted to mention real quick that I actually bought. This is actually something I bought at the same time as the other seeds, but I forgot about it. This is All-American Parsnip, which, I mean, look at this. Look at those big, fat, juicy roots. I want that. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I made a video, the last video I put out actually, with me cooking the kale. And in the video, I'm out in the garden and I'm talking about how I just went to Home Depot and I bought some parsnip seeds, and I'm like, parsnip? Did I actually buy that? Where did it go? Because I'm like, where did I don't remember seeing it in the bag, and sure enough, when I looked again, it was there, so whatever. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention real quick is that I went to, all of a sudden I'm getting all, whatever. I went to an Indian market yesterday, and they had, you know, there's all kinds of cool things that you can get at the Asian market and the Indian market that you can grow in your garden. But this actually is not something that you can grow because it's not a seed. It's, I don't know if you can guess what it is. This is actually mace. And mace is the thing that, it's like a membrane that surrounds the nutmeg. So, it has a very similar flavor to nutmeg. It's a little bit more pungent, perhaps, a little sharper taste. But you can use it in the same way. You can use it in baked goods, and I like to use nutmeg with like Swedish meatballs, and anytime I make Alfredo sauce or you know, pasta primavera, something like that, you know, like a saucy, creamy sauce kind of thing. And I like to put it in macaroni and cheese. Really good that way. So anyway, there's that, and I also got this from the market, and look at the price. It says $2.29. So like if I had gotten this as a seed packet, I probably wouldn't have got a third of this. Probably wouldn't have gotten a fourth of this. Maybe like this much. This little corner here, that's probably what you would find in the seed packet. And so I got all this for $2.29, which is amazing, because I actually ordered some some white bread seed, poppy seed, and that's coming, but it's probably about the same price, and I'm telling you right now, it's probably like this much. This little corner right here, that's how much I'm probably gonna get. seed packet because that's a lot of seed. But in any case, I was reading in the seed description that in somewhere in Russia, one of those Russian-speaking states, the people grow poppy seed as their oil seed. So I'm thinking, because I've been wanting to get an oil, what do you call it? Oil making, whatever. You know, it's a little machine that you grind the seed and it like extracts. Oil extractor? Is that what I'm trying to call it? Anyway, I've been meaning to get one of those for years. And maybe this year I'll finally get one. Who can say? The other thing I wanted to show you was this. This is fenugreek seed, which, anytime I buy my kitchen sink mix from Pine Tree, there's always some of these in there. I mean, you know, it was in the packet. I mean, it was in the store. And I recognized it right away. And then I thought, oh, it's right, you know, of course it says so right there, too. But fenugreek makes a nice little microgreen. You can make just sprouts with it. You can grow them as microgreens or you can grow them as baby greens. And, you know, the whole thing is edible. You can eat the seeds. Obviously, they make a nice little tea if you boil them. And you can eat the flower. You can eat the leaf. Honestly, I can't tell you what it's good for. I think it's just supposed to be one of those things that's good for cleansing or tonic or something like that. I gotta look that up. Maybe I'll tell you in the next video. So anyway, so you can get that kind of thing. And the other thing is, like, you can get stuff like this. Ginger. And this one here has been sitting on my table, my kitchen table, for maybe about a couple months. And you know, one thing I wanted to say is that whenever you buy ginger, don't stick it in the fridge. If you stick it in the fridge, it goes moldy almost immediately. It gets soft and moldy, and then you have to throw it out. But this has been sitting on my table for about more than a month. A couple months, I think. I had another piece I bought a lot that time. And as you can see, it's also growing. So this little thing, it wasn't like that when I bought it. So this little thing is just growing on its own on the kitchen table. I'm probably going to take this and put it in the garden. Or plant it in a pot or something like that. To make more, of course. So, you know, you can do that. Where's my little list? You can grow lemongrass, sweet potato stems, Malabar spinach, shallots, you know, all that good stuff. You know, sometimes you go to the market and you see those things and they're just like, they're like cuttings, basically. You know, maybe you take some of the leaves off, you know, Malabar spinach or lemongrass or whatever. You dunk it in some water and let it sit there until the roots emerge, and then you put them in some soil, and then you have a nice little plant. You know, it's already, you know, head started. You know, lemongrass seed are very hard to germinate, so you actually want the plant anyway. And you can get it for like less than $1 probably. Well, sometimes a little more than $1. $1, maybe you get like a little bundle of 3. You know, depending on what you got, you know, you're not spending as much money as if you bought the seed and then had it growing and all that stuff. And then you have an actual plant. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so I bought this at the Asian market a little while ago. Chia seed. You can grow those. I grew them a couple of years, maybe a couple of years ago. But they require a very long growing season. So I think that I was only able to get them to grow the flowers. The flowers did come to something. I saw that they were purple. And then, you know, we got a heavy frost and then that was it. So I never got seeds out of it. So as a matter of fact, I probably should be starting these now. Still February, so if I plant them now indoors and, you know, let them grow a little bit and then put them out in the greenhouse, maybe I'll be able to get enough of a head start so that I can get something. I don't know, I'm going to try it again. I'm not sure if I'll do it again. If it doesn't work this time, that, you know, I'm just going to give up on that and just, because the seeds are cheap enough to buy. But you know how it is, you know, we gardeners, we want to try everything. You want to see what it looks like when it grows, right? You know, you want to see what it looks like to grow, I don't know, like, you know, artichokes. You know, I've never gotten my artichokes to come to a flower, you know. That's not true. I did once get a flower, but it's, you know, it just shriveled up and died immediately, so, you know, it didn't actually come to a flower. It just kind of made the little flower bud and then it died. So yeah, I'm looking forward to things like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to grow artichokes again this year. But anyway, that's a different subject. That has nothing to do with Asian seeds. So that's it. I don't want to make it too long. It's already been 15 minutes plus. So thanks for watching.